Right. So, for gait and balance, Tai Chi principles as they relate to gait and balance. Setting up like so. Take the time to set up two chairs. Like so, with the backs of the chairs facing in. This creates a space. So we don't want them too close together. We don't have any space. We don't want them too far away that we can't utilize them. Um, so create this perfect little size, maybe 4 feet in length, and then have a third chair for sitting. Righty. Gotta change one more thing here. Full screen. Okay. So once you got this set up, then take a seat. Sit at that front edge of your chair. Jong central upright. So usually you need to tilt the pelvis somewhat forward, chest slightly lift, chin slightly down, crown then is lengthening up. Once you've got that central pillar, that vertical line intact, then that unique to Taoist practice, Tai Chi and Qigong practice, that unique concept, Song, Song. Relax everything. Be as loose as you can be. A good practice to feel that is with your legs right at your hips, just kind of like a little butterfly wing flap. So you feel looseness right up there in the groin and hips. And then just hang your arms and shake the wrists, shake and bounce the shoulders a little bit. And you can even do a little bobblehead movement. So instead of clinging and gripping the body in this position, we release. And you find that you don't just fall out of your chair when you relax. In fact, what happens is what they call Chunwan and Qingling happens. Chunwan is when you relax, heaviness settles down through the chair, down through your legs, and you get more stability in this heavy quality, like a plug in a socket, plugging into the earth. Qingling is light and nimble. That's what's left. That's what's left in the body once we've aligned it, relaxed it, and then allowed that heaviness to go where heavy things go. Instead of holding it in the body, we release. To help with all of this, yin and yang, open and close, fold, unfold, reach and return, right? So everything's built off of yin and yang. The first yin and yang is inhale, filling up, expanding, opening, and then exhale all the way out, emptying, gently squeezing. And then inhale again, holding full, exhaling again. Holding empty. Try to inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Do that a few more times. Now we've started moving the deep chassis of muscles and structures with breathing. Now let's add the outer layer. Slide your hands back, elbows back, shoulder blades back, chest up more, head up and back, arch the body, and then settle back to neutral, and then slide your hands forward past your knees, hollow the chest, rounding your back open, and drop the head. Time this with the breath. Inhale, slide hands back, elbows back, shoulder blades back, chest up, chin up, arching. That's all with the inhale. And then as you exhale, relax that, go to neutral, slide your hands forward, hollow your chest, drop your head, and round your back. Let's do that 4 more times with the breath. Inhale, sliding hands, elbows, shoulder blades back, chest up, chin up, look up, arch. And exhale, slide hands forward, hollow, round, drop the head. 3 more. Yin and yang. In this case, it's arch and round, right? They're complementary to each other. And when we explore them correctly, we're cleaning off extra residue, rust, stagnation, and collapse in the body. So we're changing something. With every round of each exercise that we do, we're inducing change. Last one, arching all the way. And then exhaling, settle to neutral. Slide your left hand forward, your right hand and elbow back. Turn shoulders to the right, head to the right, twist. Inhale back to center. And exhale, right hand forward, left hand and elbow back, shoulders turn, head turn, twist. Inhale back to center. And exhale, twist. Just remember to be in no rush whatsoever. You don't have to keep up with me or anyone else. The goal here is that you, your brain, your nerves, your body get into better and better relationship. A more harmonized, coherent relationship. And that slow quality, that smooth quality that is a hallmark of Tai Chi and Qigong and Taoist practice, that's what that's really good at, is just by not rushing, not hurrying, but just smooth. Everything smooth. Let's come back to middle. Third movement. Hang those arms loose. From here, shift a little extra weight to your right buttock. Softly side bend the torso, let the head droop, and then to get a little more out of it, float your left wrist up, lean a little further, float the left foot up, and even reach your right fingertips like you're trying to touch the floor. And then let's just switch. So go down to your left buttock, left arm going down, right wrist floating up, leaning, tipping, and then other way. Yin and yang. One side is slightly up, the other side down. One side is closing a bit, the spine side closing, and the other side of it's opening. So yin and yang everywhere you look. And it's mechanisms that get stuck and they don't get to yin and yang that become less functional over time. Let's settle to the middle. So shoulder blades, yin and yang. We lift the scapula and then softly release the scapula. Lift, release. Again, shrug, release. Shrug, release. Now we squeeze back. That's called retraction. Release, and then spread the shoulder blades apart, protraction. Release to neutral, retraction. Release to neutral, protraction. Two more. Just yin and yang. Back, which opens the front. And then when we go forward, we open the back. One more. Now let's put those together. So come to this forward position, right? Then lift while forward. While lifted, squeeze back. While squeezed back, slide down, release to neutral. We'll do it again. Forward, then up. Back, then down. And release. Forward and up, just another more sophisticated expression of the yin and yang of the shoulder blades. Forward and up. Back and down. One more. Forward and up. Back and down. Reverse. We go back, then up. Forward, then down. Neutral. Back, then up. Forward, then down. Back, up. Forward, down. Two more. And release, loose. Scoot a little bit back on chair so you feel very sturdy. Right knee up to your chest. Gently grab the knee, pull it up and in, flex the foot. Full extend, bring it back up, set it down. Again, other leg rather. Load, full extend, load, down. Load, extend, load, down. Load, extend, load, down. Now with no hands, load, extend, load, down. Load, extend, load, down. One more of each. Load, push, load, down, push, and down. Float the right leg out, point and flex. Right, just another yin yang, just another pair of complementary opposites, flexing and pointing. And then tilt the foot a little in and out. And then circle, in, around, and out. Reverse circle, out, around, and in. Switch feet. Point and flex. Tilt, in, out. Inversion, eversion. Circle, in, around, and out. Reverse. And scoot once again to the front edge of your chair. From there, step a little wider apart. Your pelvis, spine, rib cage, shoulders, head, and neck is all more or less still. Lift your toes, internally rotate the thighs. Lift and externally rotate the thighs. Internal, external. So remember this other term or concept of dynamic separation. That one of the problems with the body is that either tension or collapse by either means, the body is stuck together, and that's what makes it less functional and clumsy. So we're separating, we're opening up space in there. Now, back to neutral, let's go heels in, knees out. Heels out, knees in, using the same space in the hips. Spiral, internal and external rotation. And neutral. Now we've created some separation there. Now the pelvis and everything I described that's attached to the pelvis comes along for the ride as you fold in half, open up the lower back, the buttocks, the upper hamstrings, and then sit up straight, and then tip back. So with the least amount of possible effort, your whole upper body doesn't have to do anything. Hang your arms loose and just fold from your hips. And notice you make this massive change in shape and change in relationship to gravity just by folding and unfolding at the hips, right? Now, let's put that into practice standing up and sitting down. So stay relaxed. Remember, Zhong central upright. Sung, everything soft and relaxed. Stability comes from Chunwan, heaviness sinking down underneath us. So slide your feet back a little bit. Your most stable connection to the ground is the chair. We have to change that. Fold, arms a little forward of the ankles. Now come forward. Now you've done the great achievement. You've gotten your weight out of the chair and down through the legs. Then it's just Xingling, light and nimble all the way up. Stay light and nimble in the body. Fold at the same hips. Sit the buttocks. That'll bend your knees for you. And then find the chair with your buttocks. And now use the chair as your plug. Let's do that 3 more times. Relaxed. Just fold. Spill yourself forward out of the chair. Rise all the way up. Keep your weight under your feet as you fold this foldable body. Remember yin and yang, folding and unfolding, right? So here we're folding up like a folding chair, and then we're unfolding all the way here. And then we're folding all the foldable parts and sitting. Fold, unfold. Now, don't sit in your chair, but go 99% of the way, fold, and then come all the way up, and then we add to it this little shape, which is something the body's built to do. Hips forward, arms loose. And then neutral, hips back, fold all those foldable parts. Keep them lubricated. And then all the way up. And hips forward and arch. Do that twice more. So when we sung, it's like we squirt lubrication into all of our joints. When we tighten, it's like we squirt out all the lubrication and we're fighting. So try to practice this loose, Tai Chi quality of movement more and more and more. And then the body just gets juicier and more fluid. And then you can actually move pretty fast. Okay? Now, you got your 2 chairs. Come and stand in front of one chair, fingertips touching. Zhong, central upright. Song, soft and relaxed. Now, right now, you're using the heel and ball of foot to touch the ground and give you stability. Here we practice just tip a little so it's only the balls of the feet that you're using. Notice I didn't bend my body at all. So stay Zhong, and then back to middle, and then make sure you're touching the chair and go a little bit back so you're in your heels. And then rock forward so you're in your toes. And then rock back so you're in your heel. And forward so you're in your toe. And back so you're in your heel. Now add to it. Forward so you're in your toes. Press down and lift those heels way up. Lower the heels down, rock back. Pull the toes up. Down. Rock into your toes, lift, down, Rock back to your heels, lift, down, toes lift. One more, heels lift. Now, both hands on the back of the chair, heels of the hands there. Walk back. Now remember that same junction, the hip hinge, fold. Right, so stick your booty way back and stretch the legs, stretch the shoulders, stretch the back. Oh, downward facing dog. And then take the pressure out of it by lifting the chest and bringing your hips forward a little bit. And then let's go right back in. Hips back, way back. One of the absolute greats. Mostly comes from yoga, but really it's just human body. And chest up, hips forward, walk all the way forward. Straighten up, turn and face the front, and then step back so that this chair is in front of you and off to the right, and you have a runway, a clear runway. Now hang the arms loose. Once again, find Zhong, central upright. Sung, relaxed body. Heaviness is down underneath. We're using two legs to connect to the ground. Now from your middle, just arrange your body more to the right. So you're using only your right leg. Make sure you don't lock the leg. Instead, soften it a little. You see this little softening I've done through this leg. And then switch. Come from your middle over to your left leg. So now it's the left leg taking the body weight. Sink through the legs so the weight gets there rather than locking and pushing the ground away. Sink into the ground. Connect like a plug in a socket. And then switch. Over to your right leg, sink. Over to your left leg, sink. Let's add a little challenge. And I'm going to turn slightly sideways. You don't change your arrangement. I do this so you can see what I'm doing a little better. So shift over to your left leg, sink through the left leg, and with your right foot, try to get up on your tippy toe. Put the heel down. And then from your middle, shift over to your right leg, sink through your right leg, and your other foot, get to the tippy toe. A poetic image, mountain and cloud. They couldn't be further different from each other, right? So sink down through your left leg and have it become that sturdy mountain so that your other foot is like a cloud. Rather than two legs dense with weight, one is all the weight, the other is none. And then you change all the way down through your right leg, left heel lift, tippy toe. This is a cloud. So now let's use the cloud. Let's float the cloud. So sink through your left leg, get to your right tippy toe, and then just float it a little. Hand on the chair for safety. Place that foot down with no weight, and then shift. Right leg mountain, left leg cloud. Get to the tippy toe, float. Set the foot down with no body weight, and then shift. Sink through the left leg. As you sink there, float the right. Now, sink down through the right. Empty left foot, float. Down. This is a good one to try no hands someday, where you work on not pulling up, which uproots you, but rather sinking. Right? You can see that looseness. That's what makes this possible. And then I just got to be able to make it loose on this side too. So that's possible. Now, hand on chair. Put all the weight in your left leg, right foot empty. Now, repeat 5 times. All the way up, as high as it can go. All the way down, whole foot on the ground. Repeat in the same leg. Again, 1, or this is 2. Down. 3. Down. 4. And remember, when you put it down, don't clunk onto it if you can help it. Extend the leg to the earth with no body weight. Fold it up, extend it. Another yin yang. Retract, extend. Now switch. Put all the weight in your right leg. Your left leg loose and empty. And now your left leg. Fold it up. Soft extend. Fold it. Extend. Sort of like a retracting and extending. Fold. Fold. Now switch each time. So you shift and then fold, extend, shift. Fold, extend, shift. Fold, extend, shift. All this is training the middle. So balance will be found, equilibrium will be found when you train this middle enough and you start to feel like, okay, I can relax and you can get to the earth. You can plug in and then lift, lower, plug in, lift, and lower. Now, put all your weight in your left leg, right foot empty, just touch the heel out in front. Bring it back, change. Put all the weight in your right leg and just touch your left heel out. Bring that foot back, change. So it's this sink through that frees this foot to touch, back, change, touch, back, change. Now, with your right foot in front, the chair on your right is near for assistance. Now commit all the way down through your right leg. Notice how that just moves you forward. And then commit down through the back leg, moves you back. Keep your crown up, zhong zhong. Stay sung, loose as can be. Get your stability by letting heaviness get out of the body and plug you into the earth. And plug you into the earth. Now we add challenge. Touch the chair for safety. From this hip, float, touch, shift. Back leg empty from the knee, just a little bend, touch, shift. Someday this is a good one to try no hands if you feel like you can find stability here, float, down, shift. Sink through that right leg, back leg empty, bend, touch, shift. Right? Teacup just sitting on the head, long for the ride. Float, down, shift. Back leg empty, bend, touch, shift. Level 3. Now really use the chair so you can go all the way full range up, all the way softly down, shift all the way to your new location, back leg, knee forward and up. Extend the foot back with no body weight, and then shift. Once the weight is down through that back leg, this front leg might lift, lower with ease. And then once you commit all the way through your right leg, your back leg might be able to lift and return with ease. Let's do that one more time. Someday, no hands, but again, it could just be fingertip. Sometimes you just need that psychological support when you're really going for big, full range movements. Feet together. Step sideways near to your other chair. Put all the weight in your right leg. Left heel touch. Shift. Level 1, perfect time to practice. No hands. You know where your chair is if you need it, but just try to practice being relaxed while changing empty and full in a forward-backward direction. Just shift. Let your body move. Try to not get over your skis in either direction by emphasizing that idea of it's just down and down. Now, fingertip on chair or not, float, down, shift. Back leg empty, bend, touch, shift. All the weight down through one allows the other to be free. All the way down through this other one. You arrive at your new location. You can bend the knee. All the way down through the other. You've now arrived at a new location. This one's free. New location. This one's free. New location. Now, hand on chair, probably. Full range up, down. Commit all your weight to your new location. Then that back leg, up, back. Commit to your new location on the earth. Lift, lower, commit, forward and up, reach it back, commit. One more. Jung Jung, Song, Chun Wan, and Ching Lin. It's present the whole time. When you start thinking like that, those are the corrections you need to make. Left foot next to right foot, side step again, over to your other side. Now, all the way through your left, right foot in front. Now we go commit to your new location, step your foot forward, and then commit to another forward new location. So you move 2 steps forward, and then we go commit to that new location back, step without leaving where you are, then you commit to a new location and actually move. So that's a key part with this, is that the change of location happens when we commit, but we want to step without committing, then commit to your new location. So 2 steps forward, and then commit, step without moving, then commit. Let's do that about 3 more times. Eventually, you can smooth it out. So it's just down, down. And then you're actually cruising. But at first, you have to reclaim this awareness of settle, settle. You have to reclaim that steadiness and softness before you can start, stepping on the gas. And again, loose. Whatever it is in there, it needs to just be yielded, dropped, soft, melted, dissolved. Now, hand on chair, we go lift, lower, shift. Back foot empty, there's an obstacle, up and over. And then commit to your new location, back foot like a flamingo. Then reverse, new location, this front foot empty, float it up, tuck, and then extend. Then shift and lift, lower. So we just add this challenge of shift, and then you truly test how empty is this leg, and then shift. And it's not whether your leg can get empty or whether it can get full. It's can it change between those 2 states easily. That's our goal here. Up, down, shift. What was just as empty as a cloud has to become as sturdy as a mountain, while the other becomes as empty, and then they switch again, and then they switch again. Let's go full range now. Use the chair, lift, lower, shift, full range, heel to butt, knee to chest, leg extend softly down, commit, forward and up, reach it back, shift, and then up, tuck, reach, shift. This one, up, down, shift. This one's empty, so it can go here, 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 all without disturbing your equilibrium. Teacup is still just perfectly fine. Let's switch sides. Side step. All the weight in your right leg, your left foot in front. We go 1, step, 2, shift back, 1, step, 2, and shift, step, shift, shift, step, shift, step, shift. And just remember, I teach this class as a constant flow. You'll have to decide for yourself when it's time to just sit and take a break and observe for a while and then get back up and come join in, right? Now here, with your empty foot in front, float, lower, shift. Once it's as sturdy as a mountain, the other is a cloud, float the cloud up and over. And then shift, and back leg empty, little float, down, shift. Front leg empty, float, tuck, reach without leaving this leg. Then shift, float, down, shift, up and over, shift, little bend, down, shift, up, tuck, reach, shift. One more like that, just light, relaxed, no effort. No effort, just floating along. And the way to have no effort is to let the sturdiness come from not tension, but from softness and heaviness underneath. Now use the chair full range. Lift, lower, shift. Then it's heel to butt, knee to chest, leg extend down, shift. Forward and up, back, shift, up, tuck, reach, shift, up, down, shift, heel, knee, foot, down, shift. And eventually, again, it's this floating equilibrium. So everything's changing on the outside when we're practicing Tai Chi or functioning, but the constant is this still point inside. Loose. And together. Now, move to the, right, you were just here. Move a little bit further this way. Turn and face down range. All the way down through your right leg, left heel touch. Commit to that leg, you move forward. Step without advancing, so you're touching an empty foot, and then commit the weight down through that foot and note how that advances you in a perfect way. So you're not over your skis, you're right down to the earth. That gives you your perfect upright. Step without advancing, and then just commit down. Step, commit. Step, commit. Step, commit. Now reverse. Commit. Touch the empty toe behind, then commit and commit down. So not back, but softly down to the earth. You plug into the earth, the other foot becomes free. Then you plug into the earth this way. And then you step. You plug into the earth, step, plug into the earth, right? Your teacup should be just fine. Let's go forward again. Down. Step with no weight. Down. Step. Down. Step. Down. Down. So looking for stability in the correct place by the correct means in the correct direction, which is down, down. How do we get down? By being softer, not soft, sloppy, and out of position, but with good alignment and then releasing. Then we can actually find the earth. Now stepping over the obstacle, if you'd like.
Otto,
Down.
Do you like to do this with your walking shoes on or barefoot or what?
Either way is fine. Barefoot's really nice too because you can get some really nice toe, arch, ankle, Achilles peeling off the ground. What do you think, Todd?
I don't know. I'm barefoot now. I love being barefoot in general, but I'm just thinking
Definitely,
since this is about walking and gait, maybe I should try it
definitely.
with my walking shoes next time.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's also smart, right? It's what do they, the saying is, what do you gain? What do you lose, right? You gain something by going barefoot, but you lose something maybe by going barefoot when related to your putting a shoe on and feeling what that's like. So something to play with, right? Now, once you're back at your starting gait, turn, face forward. Let's do our sideways work. So we sink down through the right leg to free the left. I'm sorry, down through your left leg to free your right. Step your right leg out and in. Okay, we're going to repeat just that portion so we feel plug in socket here, this foot free, right? So often when people step sideways, they're glued to the leg. So when the leg goes, their body is pulled. And then when they bring it back, their body goes back. And so that's sort of the definition of clumsy movement is when we're stuck to our own body, then when we move, we're pulled versus Tai Chi movement is this ability to extend and return while our equilibrium point remains undisturbed, while our vertical line remains undisturbed. Then you leave that foot there, and then this sophisticated, elegant shift and shift. They say the weight change happens as if underground. So now you're 100% and zero and 100% zero. And often what will happen when people are stuck to this leg is when they go over, this leg is pulled and they feel the need to have to step it versus this ability to separate, elongate this side. And then when you shift into it, it closes back and this side elongates all through the middle. So this almost like an accordion. That's how some teachers talk about it, like an accordion lengthening and an accordion collapsing. And then when you go this way, the accordion collapses and this accordion lengthens. And so this relationship with the earth, instead of sticks for legs, we want spring-like accordions for legs, right? Now, commit to your right leg and bring this empty left leg in and out. And then bring that left leg in. And very important, from this middle pivot, can you just find the way down through your left leg so your right foot's free? And then find your way down through your right leg. So we're not really moving anywhere in space, but we're able to change. So this foot's free to do something and then change. And there's no room to move side to side. So we have to find line down. This one's free. And then line down. This one's free. Right. And so stiffness, we can't really find that. So loosening, loosening over time. Now stay in your left leg and let's go right foot out. Shift. Weight down through the right leg, left foot in. Weight down through the left leg so right foot can once again go out. And then down through your right leg so that left foot floats in. Down through the left, slide it out. Down through the right. Slide it in. Down, out, down, in, and out. Now we add the bear washes paws in the stream. So we're shifting into that right leg, turning right, hands to the right, step your left foot out. Now, shift first, turn the body second, hands sweep third. Right foot steps in. Shift into the right leg, turn the body second, hands float on over third. Left foot should be empty, step while empty. Then shift, turn the body, hands wash through. Right foot should be empty, step it in. Down through the right leg, turn the body, hand. Left foot is empty, step. Shift, turn, brush, sweep, 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 step. Shift. Let's go back the way we came. Step out. You can start to let the limbs explore a little more if you'd like, but don't let it pull you around. Step in. Shift into the left leg, turn, brush, sweep. Step. Shift, turn, brush, sweep. Step. Shift, turn, brush, sweep. Very important part, not how far you step, but can you step empty so that you have somewhere to pour the water? Because it's that pouring of the weight down through your new leg that really gives us the flow of the movement all the way through. And then this leg is empty. Important to step it in and keep it empty so that there's somewhere to pour that weight. So then you spill the weight down the leg, turn, brush, sweep. Right foot is empty, step while empty. So we have all this stored up, ready, wound up quality to then unleash. Same thing here. It's a little more subtle, but because this is empty, we can unleash. Step out. Unleash. Now, bring your right arm up. Left hand's down. Bring your left foot in, then out. Now the bear swats the jumping fish. Change the weight to the left leg. Brush knee down low. Swat the fish around chest or face level. Now step the right foot in, right hand down, left arm up. Your right foot should still be empty so that you can pour the weight into the right leg, turn your body, brush knee down low and swat the fish up high. Now step that left foot out empty, left hand down while right arm goes up. Now we're stored and ready and wound up to unleash. Shift, turn, brush knee, swat the fish. Now bring that foot in, right foot in, right arm down, left arm up. Then we're ready to go. Shift into your right leg, turn your body, brush knee, swat the fish. Now as you step that left foot empty, left hand down, right arm up. Two main phases. Phase one, shifting, turning, brushing, swatting. Finish that phase, right? Phase two is stepping the foot in and bringing right hand down and left arm up. So now we're ready for phase one again. Phase one, shift into the right, turn, brush, swat. Finishing that phase, then we set up phase two by stepping left foot, left hand down, right hand up. Now we're ready for phase one. shifting, turning, brushing, swatting. Make sure you finish it. Get all the way across. Phase two, step the right foot in, right hand down, left arm up. Ready for phase one, shifting, turning, brushing, swatting. Make sure you finish all the way across. Then step, left hand down, right arm up. Phase one. Phase two, stepping the foot in, right hand down, left arm up. Let's reverse, right foot out, shift and turn, brush and swat. Phase two, step the left foot in, left hand down, right arm up. Phase one, shifting, turning, brushing, swatting. Phase two, stepping, changing hands. Phase one, shift and turn. Phase two, step and exchange. Phase one. Phase two. Phase one. Phase two. One, two, one, two, and wash, wash, settle. Close for a moment, wing roll full, settle hands to the belly, turn the palms to face in at the belly button. Knees are soft, shoulders soft. It's called middle embrace, and we're just telling all that life force that we circulated to find its way back to the reservoir in the middle dantian, as they call it. And then hands cross and come down. Relax. Now come to stand right in between your chairs, right in the middle. Put all your weight in your left leg. Turn your right empty foot out, leg out, and even turn the hips and turn the shoulders, turn the chest. Be orienting a little bit towards that direction, to your right. Then back to neutral. Now your right foot empty, turn the foot in, the leg in, even turn the hips and turn the shoulders a bit. So now you're oriented, looking and aim to your left. So your left leg doesn't really change, but everything else does. So neutral. Now turning out or opening, right leg turns out, hips open, body opens a little, and then neutral. And then this internal rotation, toe turn in, pigeon toe, body kind of turn. Let's do that twice more without stopping in neutral. So we can try to go open, close, open, right? Let the body be along for the ride. Close, neutral. Switch all the way through your right leg. So now your left leg is the empty leg. Open, middle, close, internally rotate. And in Bagua, you can see here, if you look at the screen, go ahead and turn forward. I can turn not only my leg in, hips in, but then even turn my body. So there's all these practices where they twist and really wind all the way around. I'm not suggesting you do that now, but I'm just saying the body has this ability to twist and torque and twine, and it's very healthy for it to do so. So let's turn open and then close. And so in a certain sense, you are flossing your teeth. You're making shapes that go after these places where plaque and residue and stagnation build up. And you don't want to yank on it. You don't want to torque it and pinch it, but you do want to challenge it. Now, put all your weight through the left leg. Turn open to your right. So you've done this. Now, from here, just commit all your weight down through your right leg and bring your left foot to match. So now you should have turned about 90 degrees to the right. Do it again by going down through the left and then turn again. The right leg turns open, the body turns, and then commit to your right leg and bring everything back to a neutral. You should be 180 degrees from the camera or thereabouts. Do it again. Down through the left leg, turn the right leg out, opening, and then committing, down, turning. Down through the left leg, right leg empty, turning, and shift. Back to starting gait. Before we go again, I'll just point out what normally happens is that people turn like this, or they grind a hole in their carpet and try to turn. All of that is very likely to cause, one, it's clumsier, and two, it's eventually why people kind of fall, is they kind of turn in a way that they throw themselves off, versus the elegance of shift here and turn, right? So let's try that and feel that elegant quality of all the weight's in the left so you turn, all the weight in the right so you can come around, all the way in the left so you can turn, all the way and around. So it should feel like you're floating. At no point are you grabbing and yanking, right? That's the goal. The weight is down through the left so your right foot can move. The weight goes down through your right so your left foot can move. One more time around. Open, neutral. Open, neutral. Open, neutral. Open, neutral. Now, once you're back to starting gait, go the other way. Go left leg, open. Commit down through the left leg, bring the right foot to match neutral. Down through the right leg so your left foot's free, open. Commit through the left, down. So reorientation. You're oriented in one direction and you need to now be oriented 90 degrees to your left. So how do you do it? The most elegant, safe, correct way is sink through the right, open, then put the weight in that leg. Sink through the right leg, open, commit. Sink down, open, commit. Sink down, open, commit. Open, and commit. Now, last thing I want us to do is what I call the box step, square step, rectangle step, whatever you want to think of it as. So you got your chairs, push them a little wider, and move over to the left side chair, sort of towards the front. So you can grab the chair, but it's a little bit behind you. Now, from here, put all the weight in your left, turn your right leg out, and then shift into the right and reorient yourself across this line and take one step with your left foot and commit to it. So now you've advanced in that new direction. Your right foot should be empty so you can turn it out again. And then you shift into the right leg, reorient, your left foot should still be empty. Take a straight ahead of you step in that new direction. Commit to the left leg. Now your right foot should be empty again, turn it out. Commit to that right leg to reorient into your new direction, and then your left foot's free to step in that new direction, take a step and commit to the left leg. We do it again, turn the right leg out about 90 degrees, commit into the right leg, reorient yourself in that new direction, left foot steps in that new direction, commit to it. Turn the right leg out, commit down through the right to reorient, and then step and commit to the left. So you're not getting over your skis, you're not losing your teacup, you're keeping your equilibrium, you're just reorienting, turning, left foot free, step, commit, right foot free, turn, commit, left foot free, step, commit, walking around the box, turning the corner. Now, once you've stepped over to your right side chair, let's set it up the other way, facing forward. Sink all the weight in the right leg, turn your left down. Commit to the left leg, reorient your body. Right foot should be free, step it and commit to it, advancing along that line. Then you're at the next corner, turn your left foot out, commit to the left leg, reorient the body new direction, right foot steps in that new direction, advance. Left foot should be free, turn it out, commit to it, reorient, right foot free, step, commit to the right leg, left foot now free, turn, reorient, step. And just like all these exercises, doing them sort of robotic at first allows us to build the coordinates to eventually flow. But getting this feeling of advance, turn the foot out empty, commit to it and reorient, aim, then step, advance, turn the leg out, commit to it, reorient the whole body, step, turn the leg, commit to it, reorient, step, turn the leg out. All right, one more time, all the way around. And finish. Come back to the middle, hands together, rub your palm. Rub the back of one hand, palms. Back of other hand, palm. Groin. The inguinal crease. Hip flexors, where the thighs and pelvis run into each other. Tail, where the spine and back of the pelvis run into each other. Lower back, known as the gait of life, the Ming Men. And then, like you're sitting for a squat, sweep hands down the outside of the legs, around to the inside, up the inside of the legs, past the groin to the belly button. Groin. Hip flexors. Tail. Lower back. Like a squat, clear the outer channels and the inner channel to the middle navel. One more. Groin. Hip flexors. Tail. Low back. Outer channels. Inner channels. And then outer channels, turn, inner channels off, and repeat on the same arm. All the way up over, turn, all the way down and off, turn, all the way, all the way. So it should be same arm, about 5 or so. Switch, outer, bounce, shake, wiggle, wrist, close the whole practice. Remind the chi and the mind where this cockpit of the body is, down here. So don't be stuck up here, 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 all these other places. Relax and find your middle. And then seal, 1, 2. Thank you, everybody. Have a great rest of your week. Hope to see some of you Friday for the Tai Chi class. More upper body choreography and whatnot. Any questions, comments, insights?
Good stuff, Otto. Thank you. Glad to
Yeah,
be
great to
back.
see you, Todd. You look good.
Thank you, Otto.
Yeah, thanks everyone.
Really great.
Anything at all?
It's wonderful.
Yeah,
I really like the step over obstacle.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
good.
like a leopard.
Doing that nice and slow like that is going to help with the balance when I'm walking.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Shifts the focus to the movement in different ways. That's good.
Mhm.
Just keep reminding myself when I'm walking or moving, like to stay centered like that. So,
Yeah, that center point in the belly area, and then the idea that the ground is where our attention should be,
right,
in terms of not like we're stooped over and looking at the ground,
right,
but rather that we're vertical so we can actually get through to the ground and connect to it like a plug, you know?
yeah,
Because that's what happens, I think, for a lot of folks is this. This happens because of other issues, but a big one I find is it's people want to see the ground while they're walking, right? And so
yeah,
instead, feeling the ground, and then
yeah.
you can do stuff. So, all righty,
Great.
Thank
Thanks a
you.
lot, Otto.
have a
Have a good
ball.
day. Bye.
See you.